Hello, how is everyone? Welcome. Thank you for joining the practice. So this is Yoga Fit, Vinyasa Flow. We'll flow for 60 minutes. And today we're going to work with, of course, our flexibility and mobility in hips still concentrating or having a focus of that. It's good to have a focus. So lengthening or having the hamstrings, creating flexibility in the hamstrings, which will allow the hips to be less stiff potentially. But we'll work also with flow intensity and also intensity holding poses. So just kind of having that variation. So lie down, grab your hand, or if you're not already on your mat, lying on your back, grab your hamstrings and roll back. And then close your eyes for a moment, extend your legs out, straighten your arms out. Turn your palms up and close your eyes. Place your right hand over your belly and your left hand over your heart. And breathe. Taking in a deep inhale through your nose, fill the lungs with air, and then fully exhale that out. Bring your focus to your shoulders, relax the shoulders, and then the hips, and then your ankles and your feet. So in this moment, set your intentions for your practice for the next hour with me. Try to be present in the moment. Try not to be distracted. Even though I know things may be going on around you, try to not let those things distract you, but staying present. It's just 60 minutes, time well spent for an hour in the beginning of your day. So then brace your arms to your sides and turn your palms up. Slide your feet onto the floor. And tip your knees over to one side and then the other. And you can open your eyes here. Awareness to the pelvis, the hips, your back, how much it lifts as on one side as you tip your knees over to the other side. And then bring your feet off the floor, knees bent 90 degrees, and place your hands beside your hips. Yep. Now tap your right toes to the floor and then lift your leg, and then your left toes to the floor and lift the leg up. So just a little core work. Notice where your back is. Where is your lower back? Press the lower back into the floor. Naturally, you have a curve, right, in the lower back, but press the lower back into the floor, and then you'll feel that's your transverse abdominis muscles right below the navel engaging. Tap and tap. Now lift your shoulder blades up and place your hands behind your ears. So do that. Let's do that for about 10 more seconds. Tapping your toes to the floor. Lower back pressed into the mat. You have to keep thinking about that. And then extend your legs up straight. Lower your right leg. And then lift up. And left leg. And lift up. So keep the shoulder blades up, elbows out as you lower your legs. And again, lower back pressing into the flat, pressing flat into the mat. There you go. Good. Let's do that. 4, 3, 2, then one more. Bend your knees, lower your head. Grab your fingers around the shins and rock from side to side. And then reach behind the hamstrings and roll up. Put your feet in front of your, on the mat, wide on the mat. Hands behind, and then tip the knees side to side again. Then bring your feet in closer together, hands behind your hamstrings, shoulders back. Now lean back so you're on the back side of your sitting bones. Lift your right leg up, point your toes, or pressing the ball over your feet, left foot up. So your knees are together, reach your arms, breathe in, breathe out. If you need to at any time, place your hands here or put your toes touching down. That still is work for your core, for the transverse abdominis muscles, your rectus abdominis, rolling the shoulders back, keep your feet up, press into the balls of your feet, inhale, then exhale. Now, reaching the ankles one on top of the other, place your feet on the floor, hands on the mat, and come to your hands and your knees. Cat-cow or cow pose first. Lower your belly down and inhale through the nose. Exhale, round your spine up. So if you feel like your knees are too far forward, they probably are. Make sure your knees are underneath your hips. It'll make a difference. Exhale and round your back. Press into the floor. Spread the palms away from each other. And then lower down energetically. Do that again. Exhale. And then inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Neutral spine. Reach your right arm. Extend the left leg. Reach that arm, reach the leg. Elbow into your knee. Touch. And then inhale and reach. So the intention in the beginning of the class for me with you is to get you nicely warmed up before we get to build to a more difficult, or let's not call it difficult, but a more energized, energetic part of the class. And then we'll have more towards the end of the class an intense pose where we hold, and then a yin pose, and then we'll finish on our back on the mat, stretching our legs and the arms. Now hold right here, reach the hand to the floor, place the hand on the floor, tuck your right toes under. You're gonna lift your right knee off the mat, so you're already in three-limb dog. So push the floor away. Yeah, now look between the thumbs, bend your knees, step your left foot between your hands. So we're on the opposite side starting. So left leg forward, knee down to the mat. Anjaneyasana, inhale, reach your arms. Pull the elbows down and then reach up. Pull the elbows down and then reach up. And now let's move the hips and the legs, hands to the mat. Flex your foot in the front. Set your foot on the mat and shift your hips forward. You can keep your hands down. Flex your foot. One more time. Shift your hips back, hamstring. Set your foot down, hands on the floor, lift up to all fours. So knees on the mat, hands on the mat. And you'll reach the left arm this time and the right leg. So abs in, you want to pull the abs in, pull in those ribs, bring your elbow into your knee and touch if you can. If you can't do that, you can touch your thigh. Reach the arm and then touch your elbow to your knee. Inhale right there. Exhale, touch your knee. Inhale and then exhale. Inhale, exhale. So this one, hold, breathe in, level your hips or square the hips, place your left hand on the floor, tuck your left toes, lift the left knee up, and there's your three-limb dog. Extend the leg up and back, step your right foot forward, set the knee down. Lift your chest, lift your heart, reach your arms, then bend your elbows down. Inhale and reach your arms. Good. Exhale, elbows down. Inhale and reach your arms up. Exhale. Now place the hands on your thigh or the floor. Flex your foot in the front. Now we're warming up the hips, the hamstring, the quad, the flexors. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Flex in the front. This time, just the legs or just the lower body. Shift the hips forward. Bring the hips back. Hips forward. One more time. Hips back. Good. Now put your foot flat. Place your hands on the floor. Lift up that right foot, downward facing dog. Set your knees down for child's pose. So knees on the mat, put the tops of your feet on the floor. Big toes are touching. Sink your hips, glutes to your heels. Press the floor away. Bring the forehead down between the arms. Child's pose. Such a soothing, comfortable position to be in. Now walk your hands over to the right and take a few breaths, and then walk your hands over to the left and take a few breaths. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and then breathe out. So from child's pose, press into your hands and lift your head up, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Shift forward into plank. So is your plank short? Probably from child's pose. So you want to have your shoulders over your wrists, extend through the legs. You're in plank position for 5 breaths. So we've already been here for at least 1, right? Press into the floor, extend through your legs, squeeze the thighs to the femur. Breathe in, or to the thigh bone. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Now set your knees down, shift forward, elbows in, lower down to the mat. Lift your head up away from the floor, look down the bridge of the nose, press into your hands, elbows draw in, cobra pose. Exhale, lower. Push into the mat, tuck your toes, lift through your knees, from your knees, downward facing dog. Breathe. Now look forward. Walk several steps. Tippy toe to the hands and fold. Now take that pressure off of your hands. Make a fist and rotate your hands or your wrists. Rotate at the wrist joint. Let your head drop long, the neck straight, relaxing. Now reach for your elbows. Your feet are separated. Folding over, if you contract intentionally below the navel, you'll get a little more length and hollow the belly slightly. Straighten your legs as much as you can in this fold position. Then bring your hands to your shins, lengthen the head forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale and rise. Reach your arms all the way up. Big stretch. Good morning. Or hello, everyone. Exhale your hands to your heart. Shoulders rolled back. Close your eyes. So just like we did in the beginning on our back, setting your intentions for class. Take a deep breath in, energizing breath, softening your knees. Exhale that out through your mouth. Inhale, reach your arms up and open your eyes. Exhale, fold over, lengthen the head forward. Exhale, step your right leg back and set your knee down. Inhale and reach your arms up. Exhale your hands to the floor. So salutation, moon salutation. Press into the floor. Lift the left foot up. Downward facing dog. Lift your right leg up, right foot up. Step your right foot forward. Set your left knee down. Inhale and reach your arms up. Good. Exhale your hands to the mat. Step forward and fold. Lengthening the head forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. So we'll do that again, starting with the left side. Exhale, fold. Lengthen the head forward. Step your left leg back, knee to the mat. Inhale, reach your arms up. And then sweep the hands to the mat. Press into the floor, lift your right foot up, downward facing dog. Lift your left leg up, left foot forward between your hands, set your right knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana. Good, looking forward, exhale. Hands to the floor, step forward, fold. Half lift, look forward. Exhale, and then fold. Inhale, reach, rise. We'll do that again. 2 more times. Exhale, fold. Lengthening the head forward. Step your right leg back. Right knee to the floor. Let's add on something here. Inhale and reach your arms up. Place your left hand on your thigh. Maybe you can reach back and touch the back calf and reach the left arm up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Press into the floor. Lift up your left foot, downward facing dog. Right foot up, right leg up, right foot forward. Set your knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up. Place your right hand on your right thigh. Left hand comes back to your calf. Look up, then reach the arm. Exhale your hands to the floor. Good. Step forward. Lengthen the head forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. 1 more time. Exhale, fold. Lengthening the head forward. Left leg goes back. Set your knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up. And if you want to, go ahead and tap the back of the calf. Inhale and reach the right arm. Exhale your hands to the floor. Downward facing dog. Left leg, right leg comes back. Then left leg lifts. Left foot forward. Set your knee down. Inhale and reach up. Bring your hand back if you'd like and reach the left arm up. Good. Exhale, your hands to the mat. Step forward, fold. Hold. Elbows, reach for the elbows. Sway the arms to the side of your leg. And then the other side. Great. Now bring the hands to the shins, lengthening the head forward or the thighs. And then fold over. Inhale, rise. Stretch. Bring your right arm underneath your left arm. Eagle arms. Move my mic. Right arm underneath left. Palms together. Point your elbows forward. Pick your right foot up. I'm going to turn slightly to the side so you can see. Pick your right foot up. Bring your right leg over the left. And just squeeze your legs in towards each other. Sink your hips back. Press into your toes, the heels looking forward. Maybe you can wrap the toes behind the calf. Sink down more. Then adjust the arms. Point your elbows forward. Reach the forearms. Feel the back of your shoulders stretching. Such a nice stretch. Lifting, you're like, sure. Good. All right, so keep the arms as much as you can. Keep your balance. Lift your right knee up. Extend that right leg back. Bring it back behind you. Set your foot down. Inhale and reach the arms up. Point the elbows forward. Tip the head back slightly, lengthening through the back leg. Excellent work. Unwind your arms and reach and stretch. Let that go. And then exhale, step forward, chair. Left arm goes underneath your right. Wind the arms around. So the other side, left leg up and over. Tap the floor for balance. Abs in, sink down, toes behind the calf if you'd like to try that. Abs contracted, point your elbows forward, sink down more. Press into your toes. Weight in your heel. Breathe. Now, unwind the legs, uncross the legs, and extend that leg back. Tap the floor, put your foot on the floor. Inhale, reach your arms, elbows forward. Unwind your arms and reach. Exhale, step forward, chair. So you're at the front of the mat. Sink down, palms together, twist to the right. Elbow to the outside of your leg. I've taught this before. You can also sweep your arm straight so the forearm is on the outside of your leg, and place your hand on your hip. And then as you turn, slide the hand down or the elbow down, and then put your palms together. Inhale, reach your arms forward, chair pose, stand tall. Give your legs some relief. Let's do the other side. Reach your arms, chair. So I'll teach this point. So weight in your heels, but press your feet, the balls of your feet on the floor, and then just spread your toes on the mat. Hands to your heart. You have to sink down more, so squat down more. Keep your chest up, but then wrap your elbow to the outside of your left knee and look up. Good. Inhale, chair. Stand tall. Excellent. Arms to your side. Okay, so sweep down, touch beside your ankles on the floor. Your legs are together. Touch, then reach forward, chair. Abs contracted, hands to your heart. Twist to the right. Press your palms together. Inhale, chair. Let's twist to the left. Good. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Lengthening the head forward. Plant your hands and let's go through a vinyasa. So step your legs back. You're in plank. Let's do this together. Shift forward, lower down, pressing into your fingertips. Cobra pose or up dog, your choice. Press into your feet, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Step your right foot forward between your hands. Set your left heel down. Warrior one. First warrior pose. So warrior one really accentuates our stretches more in the hip flexors on that opposite side of the leg that's forward. Good, bring your elbows out, relax the shoulders. Everybody soften your jaw, soften your gaze. Right? All right, so now place your hands on the floor. Go to downward facing dog. And then vinyasa if you'd like, between. So you're shifting forward, bring your chest down first. Lift up through cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your left leg up. Step your left foot forward. Warrior one. So your heel goes down on the right foot. That foot's at an angle. Inhale, reach your arms up. Relax the shoulders by bringing your elbows out. Press into the edge of the foot back there. Good. Now, draw your right side forward, your left side back. Knee over your ankle. All these little micro adjustments are really important. Very purposeful. Exhale. Hands to the mat. Downward facing dog. So this is allowing you to make an option, or make a decision, downward dog or vinyasa. Inhale up. Exhale, flip over your toes, downward facing dog. Breathe. Relax the shoulders. Now look forward and bend your knees. Step your feet to your hands. You can take one big step or several, lengthening the head forward. Exhale, fold. Big toes together. Inhale, chair. So sweep your arms up, palms together, twist to the right. Press the hands into each other. Feel your palms touching. Inhale, reach. Twist to the other side. So on your breath, we'll do the same thing and add on. Inhale and reach. Fold over. Lengthening your head forward. Plant your hands, high plank. This time, go through a vinyasa. Even if you set your knees down, shift forward, chest down. Lift up your chest, cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Step your right foot forward, set your left heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. And side angle. Look down at the mat, place your hands on the floor. Step back, downward dog. Vinyasa or not. So here we're gonna pick up our speed. So creating intensity by the movement or by traveling. Lift your left leg up, inhale, left foot forward. Set your right heel down. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. So right here, and then place your hands on the floor. Downward dog. Decide vinyasa or not. So lowering chest to the mat first. Lift up through, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, downward dog. 3 breaths here. You can take a child's pose or if you'd like. Second breath, inhale. Exhale. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale. Lift your heels and bend your knees. Look forward between your thumbs so you know where you're going. Step your feet or float to your hands. Lengthening the head forward. Exhale, fold. Big toes together. Inhale, chair. Again, palms together. Twist to the right. Reach the arms. Opening the chest to the side. Inhale, reach forward, chair. Then exhale, arm to the side. Reach up. Inhale, chair. Exhale, fold. Same thing, inhale, half lift. Exhale, go through a vinyasa. High plank to low plank. Up dog to down dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Step your right foot forward. Warrior one, heel to the floor. Reach your arms up. And then open up warrior two as you exhale. Inhale, reverse warrior. Sweep the arm up and back. And bring the hand down to the back of the knee. Then side angle. This time, maybe you deepen the pose. Touch the floor with your fingers and look up. Good. Now sweep your hands to the floor. Adding on. Left hand to the mat. Lift your left heel. Right arm goes up. Twist. Reach up. So here you're squaring your hips. So pay attention to that right hip and the right knee. Reach your arm up. Bring your right hand to your back and kind of press there. Open up that right shoulder. You'll feel that stretch also in your hamstring and your hip. So just press lightly and draw open the shoulder. Excellent. Place the hand on the floor. Downward facing dog. Vinyasa if you'd like to. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, left leg up. And then step that left foot forward, or softly. Heel down in the back foot, the right foot. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, warrior two. Reverse warrior, inhale. Exhale, side angle. Flowing through. Good. And now reach your hand down for the floor. Lift your heel, so you're in a position to do a twist. Lift the left arm up. Reach up, draw the shoulder back. So lower this hip, knee over ankle, then bring your hand to your back. Press into your back and open up your shoulder. Press into the right hand. Again, breathe. Inhale, reach your hand down for the floor. Downward dog. Vinyasa if you'd like. Exhale back. Downward facing dog. Look forward. Lift your heels, bend your knees, step to your hands. So be looser, soften your knees and your hips as you step forwards. Kind of like springs. Exhale, fold. Big toes together, chair pose. We're going to do it again, one more time through. Exhale, twist to the right. Well, for now anyway. Inhale, reach chair, and then sweep to the left. Open up your arms if you like that. Inhale, reach your arms forward, chair. Exhale, fold. Lengthening the head forward. Plant your hands. Vinyasa. Everyone, this is your time to vinyasa. Press into the index fingers and the thumbs. Your inner arms are facing forward. Exhale, downward facing dog, or facing each other. So externally rotate at the shoulders. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Let's turn the toes out and bend the knee. Opening the pelvis, the flexors. Press the floor away. Lifting the hip, extend the right leg. Step your right foot forward, warrior one. Set your heel down. Inhale. Go ahead and start adjusting that left side forward, right side back, knee over your ankle. Warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle. Touch the floor and maybe look up. And then left hand to the floor. Side twist. Right arm up. Reach that arm. Go ahead and go to the edge of your left foot. Slide your right foot in. Reach that arm up. Lift your hips. So you can go into side plank, or I want you to try, pick your foot up and place it on the other side of your leg, and then lift up for rock star. Good. Now bring your hand to the floor. Square yourself to the floor. Lift that right leg up, three-limb dog. Good. Now go through a vinyasa. So lower your leg, shift forward, lower down, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Before we go to the other side, set your knees down. Walk your hands back to your knees and reach up. So let's give our hands and wrists a break for a moment. Bring the hands down, relax, shake them out. Bring your hands behind, clasp your hands, reach the knuckles towards the floor, lean your shoulders back and lift your head, lift your gaze up. Keep your toes tucked under. Unclasp your hands, reach up. Right hand goes down and finds your right ankle. To that right side, reach the left arm up. Inhale and reach your arms up. Other side. Lean your head back. Inhale and reach up. Maybe bring both hands, or you can alternate again. So both hands back to your ankles. Lean your chest back. Lift your heart. Head back. Breathe in. Breathe out. Tuck your chin. Inhale. Reach. Invigorating back bend. Exhale. Bring your hands forward. Inhale, downward facing dog. And exhale. Second side, left leg up. Inhale. Turn your toes out and bend your knees. Press the floor away, lengthening through the arms. Square the arms, you guys. Extend the left leg. Step your left foot forward. Set your heel down. As you lift up, go ahead and start adjusting that right side forward. Hit knee over ankle. Lifting the arch of the foot. Open up warrior two. Reverse warrior. Abs in. And then side angle. Put your form there or reach down, up and over. Good. Right hand to the floor. Here's your twist. Lift your right heel up. Left arm up. Press into the floor. Opening the body. Press into that right hand. Edge of your foot. Slide your right foot or left foot in the front. Now you can stack this side plank or something more fun. Foot behind, lift your hip. So partial back bend or partial wheel. Drop the head back. Inhale, reach, and place your left hand, three-limb dog. Vinyasa or stay in downward dog or child's pose. That's always your options, right? Well, meet in downward dog. But then come forward into plank and lower down to the mat. So we're gonna go into a hold pose, or a pose where we hold. Move away from the flow part of the work of the class. Now place your forehead on the floor, thighs on the floor. Really lengthen your legs away from you. Put the top of your feet on the floor, forehead down. Let your shoulders just kind of drop forward. And breathe. Now, coming into Salambhasana, lift your head, lift your chin, but gaze down the bridge of the nose. Don't look forward. Lift your legs first. You can press the top of your hands into the mat, but then externally rotate the shoulders, palms facing down,
And lift up your hands, lift your legs, breathe in, breathe out. Sweep the arms forward, all the way forward. Stack your forearms and place your forehead on your forearms. Again, lengthen your legs away from you, or lengthening to the back of the mat. Toes pointing, top of the feet on the floor. Hips comfortable. So again, but this time, lift your chest. So press into your forearms right there. And then reach your arms forward. So lift your heart, lift your shoulders back, lift your legs. So we'll go all the way out to the side. And then keep the legs up, look down the bridge of the nose, and then bring the hands down to the sides of your hips. And turn your head to the left. Let's stay on the same side. So getting a stretch in your neck by placing your chin, the cheek on the floor, or the temple on the floor. Inhale, lift your head. Look down the bridge of the nose. Lift your legs. Lift the hands. Reaching forward. Reach forward. Then bring the hands down to your sides again. Place the hands on the floor. Lower your chest. Lower your head. Turn your head to the right. Let your shoulders draw forward and relax. So we're strengthening the extensor muscles in the back, your supporting posture muscles. The glutes, the hamstrings, everything in the back body. Now lift the head. Lift your shoulders away from the floor. So again, Salambhasana, locust pose, or make it a little more of a back bend by reaching for your ankles into bow pose. So you'll flex your feet and then pull your heels away from your glutes. Lift the thighs, bring your legs in closer to each other. Breathe in, so don't let your legs splay out. Point your toes, lift up higher. Not too high, just enough. Shoulders away from the ears. Exhale and lower. Now, let your legs go. Arms in front. Put your forehead down on your forearms. All right, now slide your hands down below the shoulders. Elbows draw in. Tuck your toes. And I want you to push off the mat. If you use your knees, that's fine. But try. Push all the way up. Downward facing dog. Look forward and bend your knees. Step to your hands or float to your hands, lengthening the head forward. Exhale, fold. Inhale and rise. Reach up. Exhale, your hands to your heart. Shoulders roll back. Hamstring stretch standing. So hand to big toe hold. We'll do this also on the mat later. So you can kind of compare how it feels when you're standing. It's harder when you're standing, of course, because you're trying to balance. But so it's a great hamstring stretch, hip stretch. Key things are your hip points, keeping them level. So first start with your right foot, lift up your right leg, or right foot up, right knee in, pull it all the way in, feel the lower back stretch here and lengthen. That feels super nice. Go ahead and rotate at the ankle joint, then the other way. So you can stay here and take the leg to the side, or reach down, grab your big toe, and extend your leg forward. Looking forward, your drishti is important. Where you're looking is really important. Inhaling and then exhaling. And then turn your heel in, your toes out. Bring your leg to the side as far as you can. Don't overdo it, just enough. The balance is a challenge. Challenge enough, but try. Extend the leg to the side. Looking forward. Then bring your leg forward. Keep your leg straight. Let your foot go. Breathe. Then lower your leg, set it down. Ha. All right, let's see how we do on the other side. So, lift up your left leg. Bring it up. Pull it in, let your lower back lengthen and stretch. So that's kind of like when we're in malasana, with that knee bent and bending at the hip. Just one leg though, right? Rotate your foot. So you're getting your balance here, seeing how that's working for you. Hold the wall up if you need to. Take your knee to the side right here, or grab your big toe and extend the leg. Reach to the arm for balance. Leg straight, abs in. Then heel in, toes out, bring the leg side. Concentration, deep concentration. Beautiful, bring it forward. Now use your strength, your leg strength. Hold, and then lower down. Great. All right, so let's do it again. Let's practice again. Right side. Pick up your right foot. Grab your right knee. And again, you can just flex your foot and bring your knee to the side and practice that. Or reach down, grab your big toe. Extend forward. Arm out, balance, turn your heel in, toes out, leg side. And then reach forward. Good, all right. So if you have your knee, that's fine. You can stay there, do the same thing holding your knee. So extend the leg. Whoa. You're gonna reach your right arm back and then twist, turning, looking back at your right hand. Then look side, look forward, bend your knee, set your foot down. Nice, let's do the other side. No expectations, right? No judgments of yourself. Let that go. Lift up your left, get your balance. Shoulders back, flex your foot, pull it in, hold that. Or reach down, extend, arm to the side, heel out or in and toes out. Breathe. Now bring it forward, and then you'll change your grip. Reach the left arm back, straightening the right leg, left leg, look side, then look back. Then look forward. Excellent. Bend your knee and set your foot down. Beautiful job. Step to the front of your mat. Let's flow through our warrior poses one more time, and then we'll hold a pose again, an intense pose to finish our practice well. Exhale, arms to your sides, touch the floor so you're squatting down. Chair pose. Inhale, just like we've done before. Exhale, twist to the right. So everything is familiar. Inhale, reach forward, chair. Practice. Think about your movement and your angles of your joints. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Lengthening your head forward. Here's where everyone does a vinyasa, whether you set your knees down or not. Shift forward, lower down, up dog, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Turn your toes out and then bend your knee. Push the floor away. Extend the leg straight. Bring that right foot in. Step it between your hands. Warrior one. Inhale, reach your arms, press your feet into the floor, squeezing your thighs towards each other. Open up, warrior two. Inhale, reverse. Good. Then side angle. Arm goes down, maybe arm over. Then look down, hand on the floor. Reach your right arm up as you lift the left heel. Reach. And then here's your side plank. Make sure your wrist is slightly forward of your shoulder so it's not stacked completely underneath. Edge of your foot. And then maybe you bring your foot up and over and go into rock star or wild thing. Exhale your hand to the floor. Inhale, three-limb dog, and then vinyasa if you'd like to. So shift and then lower down, Up dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg. Turn your toes out, bend your knee. Extend the leg straight. Left foot between your hands, set your heel down. Warrior one. Knee over your ankle. Beautiful job. Warrior two. Opening up the arms and the shoulders. Reverse. Side angle. Up and over your ear if you can with the arm. Place your right hand on the floor. Turn your right heel up, left arm up. Good, now side plank if you'd like. Stack like this, or this, or this. Up and over, beautiful. 3-limb dog. Left hand on the floor, left leg goes up. And then vinyasa if you'd like to. Shift, then lower. Up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, reach your right leg up. Coming into crescent pose, right foot forward. So before you lift up your chest, you guys, separate your feet, have some width so you've got more balance, right? And then the heel in the back is lifting up. Lift your heart, your chest, and then reach your arms. So here's where we're gonna hold your pose. So knee in the front bent, straight back leg, as straight as you can get it, square your hips. Inhale and reach your arms, goalpost your arms. Now lift, or bend your left knee and then straighten the leg. Bend and then straighten. And then if you want to try, go a little bit lower. Keep the forward knee over your ankle. Do that one more time. Tap down and then hold. Elbows back. Go ahead and reach your arms up. Inhale. Nice work. Exhale. Straighten your forward leg. Hands to your hips. Step your left foot in. Set your heel down. Straight forward leg. Fold. Or lower your chest towards your thigh. Flat back. Place your left hand on the floor. Revolved triangle pose. So go before you reach your right arm, use your thumb and pull back the right hip crease to level your hips, and then reach the right arm up. Hamstring focus. Bring your right hand down, and then lift your right foot up, downward facing dog, and let's do the other side. So holding crescent, reach your left leg up, step your left foot through, keep your right heel up. Start to gaze forward, press your feet into the floor. Remember, you need width between your feet. Reach the arms, straighten the back leg, goalpost the arms, relax the shoulders, palms facing forward. Now bend your right knee and then straighten. The forward knee stays over your ankle. In fact, to be more specific, the knee tracks to the second toe. So not letting your knee drop out to the either side. Maybe you can tap down lower and lift. Do it again. And then lift up, hold, breathe. Reach your arms. Good. Now, you're going to step in, place your hands on your hips, foot at an angle behind you, straighten your forward leg. Now bending or hinging at the hips, being careful of your hamstring. Lower down halfway. Take a breath in, and then reach your hands for the floor. Get your balance, and then let your head come all the way down. So nose towards your knee. Then place your right hand on the floor and reach the left arm up. Revolved triangle pose. You can also take your thumb, press into the hip crease, pull it back, straighten and roll under the hip. Left arm up. Breathe. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Place your hands on the floor, both. Lift the right heel, step your left leg back into downward facing dog. Going into pigeon pose. So if pigeon pose facing the mat bothers your knees, you can do this on your back with your ankle on your knee. So bring your right knee underneath, right leg underneath. Point your knee towards the edge of the mat, and then you'll get your shin more parallel. And then as you set the knee down, wiggle that leg back or walk it back. And then as you do that, you'll feel the hamstring or the flexor stretch here. And then try to get this leg more parallel to the front of the mat within reason for your body. And then walk down to your forearms. And you can just stay here. Check it out. What's happening? How's your hips? How's your knees? The foot in the back, make sure it's not falling over, or call it sickling. So you'll press into the big toes behind you. Press into the leg that's underneath you. So you can separate your elbows more and place your forehead on your hands. Or try this, extend the arms straight and then put your body on top of the inside of your right leg and put your forehead down, just kissing the mat though. Press your palms into the floor. So deepening the stretch as much as you need to, not overdoing that. Take 3 more deep breaths in. So here's our yin pose of the practice. Holding stillness. Staying power with your breath. Try to take your focus off of the intensity. Focus on something that's not obvious, like your shoulders or your forehead. Two more deep breaths in. And then lift your head, walk your hands in. We're going to go to the other side. So press into the floor, tuck your toes. Let's straighten the leg out away from you in 3-limb dog so you can bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Then lower, bring your left knee underneath your left leg underneath you. Point the knee to the edge of the mat, so turn it out. And then you'll walk your right leg down, back away from you. See that it's straight, look back. And then look forward, point your knee out. Come down to your forearms and just assess the situation. Do you need to just stay here? Maybe that's the case. It's fine if that is. Press into the foot on the floor. Palms on the floor, and then maybe walk them out. And then say it's your body's on over the leg underneath you. Press your toes into the floor. And settle your body down onto the mat. Forehead just lightly touching the mat. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling, lengthen that. Exhaling, lengthen that. 2 more breaths. Go ahead and start to lift your head, your chest, walk your hands in. 3-limb dog to stretch out the leg away from you. So reach it, bend and straighten. Walk your feet to the middle of the mat. Malasana. Feet out, toes turned out. Bend your knees, elbows on the inside of your legs. All right, so stay here. If your heels are up, it's okay. This is a hip strengthener, a hip opener, lower back opener, grounding, right? Ground into your feet. Yes. Then let's practice crow pose. So hands in front of the feet, lift up your heels, look forward, and just pick your right foot up. Point your toes, look forward, Assess the situation. Do you need to round your back? Are you rounding your back? At first, everybody sit back on your heels. At first, when you come up into crow pose, your back is probably more flat. But I really want you to think about rounding like that, right? So here my back is flat, but in crow pose you want to round. Here in malasana, you're here, right? Okay, so then hands here, my back is flat, but then when I lean forward and I look, start to gaze forward, slide my knees up to behind my arms or into my armpits, look forward, round the spine, pick your right foot up, and then your left foot up, and hold. And come down before you're too tired, or before you fall. Falling is always okay though. Good, now sit back, tuck your tailbone back behind your heels. So work at being able to sit back without touching the mat. It's an accomplishment. All up to you. Roll back on your mat all the way, reach your arms overhead. Slide your feet onto the floor. Let's do bridge pose. Hands on the floor. Press your feet into the floor. Lift your hips. Slide your right arm underneath and your left arm. Clasp your fingers if you can. Lift, stretching the front body. Close your eyes right here. If you heel toe your feet in closer together, not all the way, but closer, lift your right leg up. Lift your hip, press that foot up, that leg up straight. Inhaling, exhaling. Bend your right knee, set your foot down, and then press into the right foot, lift the left leg up straight. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Set your foot on the floor. Good. Now, unclasp your hands, lower your hips to the mat. Really nice. Bring your right knee into your chest, extend your left leg out. So as I said before, just feel the difference between how far your leg will go to the side when you're not trying to balance. Standing, hand, big toe, hold. Reach for your big toe or strap. Straighten your leg. Arm to the side. So again, you want to turn your toes out and your heel in so that the hip or the top of the femur, the ball, fits in the socket correctly as your leg goes to the side. If your foot is more parallel, it doesn't really go to the side as comfortably or as far, then turn your gaze the opposite direction of your leg. Good. Then begin to lift your leg. That was just for a moment, just to kind of assess that, how comfortable that feels compared to when you're standing. Now let's go across the other way. So this was what we did the second time. So leg across the opposite direction, reach the right arm over to the right. Breathe. Inhale and lift your leg all the way up. Bend your knee. Extend that leg out and bring your left leg in. Right leg reaches down to the mat all the way, or reach the heel towards the end of the mat. Extend the leg up straight. Reach up behind the calf, pull the leg in. Big toe, or you can place your hand on the outside of your leg. Lower your leg very slowly, comfortably over to the left. Right arm over to the right and look over to the right. Straighten that leg as much as you can. Straighten your right leg. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. And exhaling. Inhale and lift your leg up. Change your grip to the other side. So now go ahead and reach the left arm over first and then tip your leg over to the other side.
Stretching through the back, the lower back right here, and then across the hip, the leg, and turn your gaze over to the left. Feel your right chest or your left side opening up to the shoulder. Beautiful. Inhale and lift the leg up. Now bring your knees into your chest. Happy baby pose. Reach for the outside edges of your feet. Happy to have finished. Feeling good. Letting everything kind of integrate in your body and your mind. And you can go ahead and start thinking about releasing your feet and extending your legs to the floor. Let's just take a minute for Shavasana. We're at the end of class, so let's just take 1 minute of Shavasana. Hands to the floor. Separate your blades on the mat. Put your head on the floor. If you want to stay for longer than a minute, please feel free to do that. Relax your shoulders to the mat. Turn your palms up. Take a deep breath in through your nose. And then let that go. Inhale through your nose. Lengthen the breath by pausing at the top and taking another sip of air. And then breathing in another sip of air. And then one more time. And then fully exhale. Allowing your breathing to happen without controlling it. Soften the jaw, soften the shoulders, soften your hips, the belly, your legs, your ankles, your feet, your palms, your fingers. Begin to open your eyes and take a breath in and slide your feet onto the floor. Tip your knees over from side to side a couple of times. And then go ahead and let your knees tip over to one side and keep turning your body and press your hand into the floor and lift up to a seated position. Cross your legs and face my direction. Bring your hands together. Everyone, close your eyes, edge of the hands to the heart. Take a deep breath in. Feel the rise of your chest. Exhale that out. Bring the edge of the hands to the third eye, the mind's eye. Feeling that connection and feeling gratitude for our ability to move and practice together. It's not about social distancing, it's about physical distancing right now. We need each other socially. So I hope that this helps. And with that, bring the edge of the hands to the heart, bow your chins. And thanks and gratitude. I bow my practice to you, the light in me, sees the light and shines the light in you. Namaste. Bring the edge of the hands to the mind's eye or the forehead. Thank you. Have a great rest of your day, whatever time of day you are doing this practice. Thank you. All comments are appreciated, and I'll see you again. Tomorrow is strength and in 2 different classes with weights and then also in boot camp. So join me for those if you can. As usual, have a great one. Bye.